creating cocktails.
Where can folks find the Blue Note Bourbon and Riverset Rye?
Both products can be found at any local liquor store here in Memphis and also at most bars and restaurants. Next time you're around the town, be sure to ask your bartender for a glass of Blue Note or Riverset.
And is there anywhere else that folks can get more information about your products?
Yeah, absolutely. At our website, BlueNoteBourbon.com or RiversetRye.com. Also, be sure to follow us on social media at Blue Note Bourbon or at Riverset Rye.
All right, well, that sounds great. I can't wait to try a bottle.
Yeah, Eli, I really appreciate the support, and hopefully you and your listeners can pick up a bottle today.
Upgrade your commute at Acura of Memphis. Seize the thrill and test drive one of our award-winning models, each packed with cutting-edge technology, luxurious amenities, and a driving experience that's sure to awaken your inner self. Driving shouldn't be a chore, it should be an adventure. Advance your drive today. Shop our aggressive lease and finance options now. Luxury is waiting at Acura Memphis, or shop online 24/7. Visit AcuraofMemphis.com.
You already know you can listen to Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7 anywhere with the Sports 56 app or at sports56whbq.com. But you can also keep up to date with everything going on by keeping up with Sports 56 on social media. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch for information on breaking news, chances to win prizes, and video of all the shows. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Stay in touch with Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7 on social media. We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPGF-LP Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations. It's Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
If you like pina coladas.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Check it out right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now,
The only man to give death a near Johnny experience. Johnny Harden.
What is up? What is up? Welcome into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. This ain't Friday's Eve, baby. It's the real deal. Holyfield. It's Friday. I hope you feel as good as I do. I am in a great mood. You know why? Because I got my man Gabe Cohn chilling with me. And guess what that means? That we are going to rock. We are going to fire. We are going to give you winners. We are going to give you, hopefully, 0 losers. I would love to just go undefeated. We're going to try and do that for you, but we're going to give you our picks for the day. We also have Lee Sterling at 2 o'clock from Paramount Sports, who's going to drop in 2 o'clock. He comes in. 2:15, he rolls out. So be there. Set your clocks. 2 o'clock to 2:15. We are going to rock and we are going to fire. There is a lot of stories, and I mean a lot of stories from Hardwood, by the way. Now, I got to sneak that bad boy in there. We got tons of picks to get to. We got a mad night from Thursday night. We got a mad quarterback in Tom Brady, even about Thursday night officiating, which seemed to be a kind of a trip to me. But there's so much that we're going to get to, so we really are going to just kick things off right now. I wanted to start and remind everybody this is Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. I am your sports mixologist. You can reach us at the First Bank text line at 67129. You can reach us, and especially Gabe Coon, and then you can get on air by calling the First Bank phone line, 901-360-8255. That's 901-360-8255. Give us a call, especially in this first segment, if you want to rock and fire, because after that, me and Gabe are going to be taking this thing strong, if you know what I'm saying. But we'll take you all day long, if you know what I mean. I got quarterbacks. I'm going to talk about the old heads out, new heads in. I want you to look at what I'm talking about. If you don't believe what I'm saying, all you have to do is look at the numbers and look at the real deal stuff that's going down. We also got something I think that's too fascinating, that way too many people are overlooking. We have a guy in 2018 who was drafted 6th. The other 5 guys were drafted before him were all taken in the first round. He was the only quarterback, before him that wasn't taken in the first round. The other guys were taken in the first round, and guess what? This guy's now the starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and guess what's even better? He gets to face the number 1 pick in Baker Mayfield. He gets to face the number 3 pick in Sam Darnold, the number 7 pick in Josh Allen, the number 10 pick, if he ever gets to start for Miami, in Josh Rosen.
He got named the starter yesterday.
The 30, yeah, I'm just saying if he keeps it. We'll see.
It's
like,
I feel bad for him. I will say that.
I would. That's a bad team. And then you have Lamar Jackson, so he could face all 5 guys that were drafted in before him. I don't remember something like that just ever happened to a guy as young as him, like right after that, having that opportunity, and especially all 5 guys actually like possibly starting. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something I think that's very rare that a lot of people aren't talking about, but we're going to get into football, and I mean, we are going to get into football so deadgum big, it's not even funny. I promise you that, football people. Hold on. But you got to give me my baseball for 2 seconds. Just 2, okay? Because damn, dude.
And then we got a little basketball, man.
Oh, yeah, the Tigers' schedule came out. And by the way, for all you people, stop. They're playing Tennessee and Ole Miss and Georgia. I mean, like, dude, the basketball schedule really ain't all that bad, dude. I don't understand. Like, did you get the complaining?
No, I didn't hear any of the complaining.
Oh, you didn't hear any?
I'm glad they have a decent amount of.
I thought it was a good schedule.
They have some good opponents.
In fact, I actually have it out right here, and I was going to pull it back up in front of me. And I mean, I'm looking at the Americans real. I think the Americans got real teams in it. I mean, heck, Wichita State ain't fun to watch, but you get to play Oregon, you get Ole Miss, North Carolina State, you get Tennessee, you got Georgia, Wichita State, South Florida, Cincinnati, Tulsa, SMU, Central Florida, UConn Temple, South Florida, Cincinnati, UConn, baby. Like I said, Wichita State, Tulane, Houston, blah blah blah. Like, this is you know what it is? There's just more Nellies in this world than there are negative Nellies, and there's positive Pauls.
I mean, I can dig a game against Oregon, against Ole Miss, against Tennessee, against Georgia. I like all of them. They need those on the schedule.
Can I tell you something? And this is not me, and people are all going to take this as me blowing smoke up y'all's whatever, and it's not true. I am not kissing Penny or the University of Memphis' keister because I like Memphis. Do y'all remember what their schedule has looked like the last, basically, decade, Holmes? Like, come on, seriously. 2008 was a long damn time ago. They have not even done jack, and now they're doing something. Be happy. And by the way, if you're not, then you ain't with us, and I don't even care. Just all those people who are with us, join us at Memphis Madness. Join us for all these bad boy games. This team's going to rock and fire, and this basketball, like, they seem like they're everywhere. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Jalen Green, but the fact that they're even in on this stuff, I mean, like, what are they not in on? They feel like the coolest dang basketball program on planet Earth. Literally, millennials think they are the coolest basketball planet. Like, they are the coolest basketball program on Earth, and they're not a Duke. And they're not a North Carolina or a Kansas. This is the University of Memphis, and you know what? People love it. So love it too. Now, let's get to what I want to talk about. And before I want to talk about football and the embarrassment that was football from Thursday night, even Tom Brady weighed in it. Bill Belichick kind of has done some stuff. I thought it was embarrassment. But we'll talk about that. But I got to mention, straight up, right off the bat, Matt Carpenter, what the heck did you do to me? You almost killed my boss, I'm sure, last night. That home
playoff
run,
mode engaged.
Dude. That was nasty. And by the way, we are in the Real Deal Holyfield.
And for those that don't know, Matt Carpenter has been a problem point for that team in the second half of the season. And
right now,
for him to come in the 10th and walk it off.
How do you think they feel right now?
Feel pretty happy. I mean, I'm one of those fans. Mm-hmm. And I will say this. I would rather him start getting hot right now than have him how he was in the second half.
10 days left.
What I mean? Like, I am happy that he showed up last night.
We got 10 days left, and this is getting wilder than wild. And like I'm saying, you got you got division series that are real. I mean, we know who's in. The Dodgers, champagne, drunk, already wore the goggles, partied like rock stars. Yankees, they joined the club as the second team that partied like rock stars. We saw that. Wait, were the Astros the first, actually? Yeah, Astros were the first. Dodgers, I can't remember. Anyway, Astros, Dodgers, and Yankees, they've all had champagne celebrations, if you know what I'm saying. That's just a fact, Jack. They are bad to the bone. They are the real deal. Holyfield. And the thing that I wanted to mention, though, is we have 10 days left in baseball before what they say is the playoff. But in the NL Central, which is the most competitive division right now in baseball, you got the Cardinals, 86 and 67. They're 3 games ahead of Milwaukee Brewers and 4 games in front of the Chicago Cubs at 82 and 71, while the Brewers at 83 and 70. They, and I'm talking about the Milwaukee Brewers, get a easier schedule. Now, are the Cubs going to beat up on St. Louis and the Cardinals going to beat up on the Cubs and it's going to come be like even through the wash? And then they're going to the Brewers just going to like smoke San Diego? I don't know. Are they going to somehow come out of the end of this and are the Brewers without Christian Yelich going to make it through this? I don't know. Are the Cardinals going to hold on? I don't know. But last night, all I know is when the Cubs scored 3 in the bottom of the 9th, I thought for sure they were going to win that ball game. And then Matt Carpenter, who had been a big disappointment all year, he was nasty. And he did what he had to do, and he went yard. He said, "Hasta mañana, buenos dias. This ball is gone. This game is over. Love you." Who is that, Pepe Le Pew? Kinda? Maybe not. I don't know. You don't watch those cartoons. You're way too.
I'm a little young.
You probably watch like.
I watched it a little bit, but Pepe Le Pew wasn't a big name for my childhood.
But before I jump in with all the other stuff about football, and we always start at the with high school, I want to talk about last but not least. The Yankees, they're 154. They clinched their first AL East title in 7 years, by the way, last night. They beat the Los Angeles Angels for their 100th victory of the season. But guess what? The Astros, they have 153, and they had the night off. They beat the Yankees head-to-head, so guess what? They actually have technically home field advantage. And then don't forget about that Dodgers team, by the way. Excuse me, people. The Dodgers don't play no games, and they have a record that is the real deal of the realest of the dealist. And I don't know, man. I just think that every single thing in baseball, if you care anything about this, if you like baseball, if you like sports, you got 10 days in the regular season. You got right now 3 teams with 100 wins, basically, because the Dodgers are going to get there. They're at 98, I believe. They'll be there in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Telling you, this is going down for real. And then you have the nastiest Central with the Cardinals and the Brewers and the Cubs all fighting. And you actually have the Cardinals playing the Cubs in Chicago. So everybody, get out your popcorn is basically what I'm trying to say. And get ready for a little bit of baseball, baby. Because it is here, and it is.
But it was a big football night last night. Let's just be real.
That's what I was getting ready to say. It was a big football night, but it was also a big embarrassment. But now it's time to talk with Coach Hodem. And if you don't know who Coach Hodem is, man, he's going to tell you who he is because he's been winning, and he's been pulling things out there that this don't happen where you're coming from. Coach!
Hey, how you doing?
Man, it's now like a new regular thing that we do on Fridays because you are a winner, and I feel kind of like I'm part of this thing, man. We got like something going here, don't we?
Yeah. So I have to call and get you off of baseball. Get you off the subject of baseball.
Yes, sir, you do.
I'm a Braves fan. So
are you?
We're
man, they are. Dude, did you see Acuna hit the 40th home run? Only the third 21-year-old to ever have 40 home runs in the season, and the first to do it from the leadoff spot since Alfonso Soriano did it in 2006. Yeah, you can tell I'm a baseball nut. But now I got to tell you something, Coach. We've been talking about so much since this young season has started. And your team has gone out there and absolutely performed. And I just want you to tell the people right now, how has this happened? How have y'all gone from where y'all were to Now, I believe y'all are 4-0?
3-0.
3-0. You're going for 4-0.
Off week. Right?
Okay.
We got our off week already. I think the biggest thing is the kids buying in. I mean, they're just buying into what we're doing and working hard. And, every week I get worried. I look at the weather forecast and I'm like, another hot week, and they go out and, they talk to each other and they say, hey, we got to have a good attitude here. We got to get through it. And when we do have somebody that doesn't have the right attitude, I finally have some kids that are stepping up, and they'll get with that kid, and they'll in the right way, they will get him right, and there's a wrong way to do that and a right way to do it, but, they'll get him right, and that, a little bit of leadership will go a long way. So
you say a little bit of leadership, and I want to remind people, I almost feel like this whole season's basically been what we call a walking miracle. I'm stealing that from, when I saw you on Fox 13 the first time I, basically heard about you over in Fayette Ware and everything. Javarius Matthews and all that stuff. But then the whole thing, I mean, that brings tears to my eyes just talking about that. I mean, that's a miracle in itself. But it feels like the whole team, and you bring up leadership. Does some of that leadership actually come from his experience?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, and he's out here right now. We're touching up the field. We're getting the last bit of painting done, and he's been out here helping us today. And just him being around these kids, the inspiration that he is to them. And if they start getting down in a game, he gets all over them. And I think it makes them understand, hey, this kid's been through so much, so there's no way that we can we can let up right here. So, he's always, I'll turn around, something will happen and the other team will score and we'll be getting ready for kickoff return. And if he thinks they're down, he'll jump in there in the huddle. I'll look up and he'll be right behind me. And, doing a great job just to keeping them up. So, yeah, I mean, that's definitely a form of leadership and motivation for sure.
Now, you have somebody like that who has gone through so much. It probably does make it easier when it's 100 degrees and it's been a rough year to be a coach. It's been a rough year to be a kid playing football in the Mid-South. It has been hotter than get out, man. How have you had to deal with that? And how is Fayette Ware able to go in there and not seem to come up always constantly cramping like some of the other teams? One of the things I have to say is y'all seem to be a little bit more in shape, or at least y'all have handled the heat better than most teams.
Well, we had, first week we had a problem with cramps for sure. And
how'd you fix it?
And what we did, we started, of course, there's nothing better than water. I mean, water is, we try to get as much water in as we can. But unfortunately, they're in the air conditioning building all day, and they just don't commit themselves sometimes to drink the amount of water that they need. But, we've been doing some potassium supplements and things that have really helped us. I've been shocked at how well, because some of that stuff, it's hit or miss with that stuff sometimes.
I understand completely.
They're always talking about it, but our trainer, got some stuff, some potassium supplements that our kids have been taking. This last week, it was very warm at Scotts Hill, and I don't think we had one single cramp. In fact, the last 2 weeks in a row.
No, that's what I was going to say. That's been one of the things. I was talking with BY and stuff. Brian Young. I was talking with him about how, I'm seeing all these kids cramping on the other side, and your kids aren't. And I was wondering what it is that y'all were doing. And I was joking, and not joking. I was like, are they eating bananas? Is Coach bringing eating bananas and drinking a ton of water because he's getting that potassium and that water in them? I'm like, what are they doing? And now after talking to you, Coach, now I understand you found you a nice little potassium supplement that's working, and that makes a ton of sense. Now I need to know something. How comfortable is everybody in Fayette Ware with now actually going from a team that wasn't expected to do anything to now you're 3-0, going for 4-0? How do you deal with success? Because y'all have dealt with tragedy, and y'all have dealt with everything that seems very, very difficult with the maturity of most, with maturity that most men couldn't say that they could have. So now it's a different, you find yourself a different, I guess, trial and tribulation. Like y'all have gone through travesty, y'all have gone through losing. Now it's like, can y'all handle success?
Yeah, I think that's important that we do. The good news is that we've got some seniors that are, we don't want them to get satisfied. This is their last chance. They need to look towards the region schedule and need to look towards trying to get ourselves in a position to win a playoff game. The last time that Fayetteville won a playoff game was 2007. So we're trying to make them understand that would be a huge accomplishment for them, and that they need to look toward that. Right now we're 0-0 in the region, no region games yet. We got a small region, and we play those towards the end of the year, and so right now.
So you got Bolton, right?
Yes, Bolton will be 2 weeks from this week. We have Kingsbury. Next week we have Baldwin.
Okay.
Our region schedule starts with Bolton the next week after that.
Okay, man. Golly, you're busy as can be, Coach. I appreciate your time so much. I can't thank you enough. Before I say goodbye, is there any of the kids that you want to give a shout out? Is there any coaches? Is there anybody that you just need to give hey, thank you? I know there are a million people that you need to do this, so I hate always putting people on the spot like this, but I'm sure there's somebody in mind that you might just want to say thank you to.
Well, absolutely. One of the things that I definitely have been so proud of is our offense this year. Bo Wallace, the former Ole Miss quarterback, has come in, and he has done some things with the offense that has let me not worry about it. And I'm sure there's a lot of your listeners are probably saying, Coach Odom, it's a good thing you got somebody to call the plays for you. Call. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are glad.
You're so modest, Coach.
But he has done a great job. Our offense is averaging 34 points a game, and that's just such a change from last year. And those kids are so committed to him, and he does so well with working with him. And our quarterback, our quarterback, Tony Washington has been wonderful. He's only 15 years old. He's just a sophomore, but he's been wonderful this year. And a lot of that's because he's been under Bo Wallace's wing. So just a really thank you to him for everything that he's done. And our other assistant coaches, also. Jed Jones and John Woodley and Coach Ryan Laws, they're all just such support, and they just really care about these kids, and that's what counts.
Well, hey, my man, all the good work that you're doing out there, I want you to keep it going. This whole year has been a walking miracle. I want it to keep going. I love the motto. I love the people. I love the whole story. I love talking with you, Coach. Keep calling me on Fridays, and just do me a favor. Keep on winning, my man.
All right, we'll do it.
Hey, have a great day.
You too.
That's my man, Coach Odom over at Fayetteville. And I'm going to tell you something. Basically, like I said, you see one story on Fox 13, and you see somebody who's doing something in the community that needs a little bit of love and a little bit of attention, not because they necessarily are striving for it or they're looking for it. It's because, dadgummit, they deserve it. The work that they're doing over there, all of them. You heard some of the people that he gave love to, but Coach, everybody over at Fairware is doing such a great job. I hope the kids enjoy winning, and I hope y'all continue to win. But I'm going to tell you right now, get ready, because David Cobb, that's right, CA's David Cobb's going to join us for 2 Shakes and a Lamb's Tail on the other side. We'll be right back, but before we do, I want to remind you, Chad Gatlin. Who's Chad Gatlin? No, he doesn't play football. But you know what he does? He saves people money. How you like $400, my friend? Rates are going down. And my friend just went to MemphisFarmers.com. That's right, MemphisFarmers.com. And he just texted me, thank you so much, Holmes. I saved $400 this year by switching insurance to Farmers. And he went to MemphisFarmers.com, got the quote 2 Shakes of a Lamb's Tail. And he's got the exact same policy, $400 cheaper. And he's got a local agent right here in Memphis, in Chad Gatlin. Can't get any better. Go to MemphisFarmers.com. You'll thank me later. Don't touch that dial. My man on the other side, David Cobb from the Commercial Appeal, Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 FM.
Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy get you through the midday with Sports 56 Middays. Delivered by FedEx. Weekdays from 10 till 1 on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7.
Step up your wings game at East Coast Wings and Grill. With 60 wing flavors and 7 heat indexes, do you have what it takes to turn the heat on your wings up to insanity? East Coast Wings and Grill is family friendly with a large variety menu to satisfy the whole bunch. Sign up today for their loyalty program and taste the rewards. For every $1 you spend, you collect a point. Earn 100 points and receive a $5 reward. Next to Lowe's off Highway 64 in Bartlett, come try America's best wings at East Coast Wings and Grill.
If you've always thought, hey, I'd look pretty good in a Lexus, well, guess what? Lexus thinks so too. Lexus is offering you the Golden Opportunity Sales Event. Great offers on all 2019 models and special lease options. Drive in luxury and confidence, knowing that every new Lexus comes with complimentary first and second maintenance services. Stop by Lexus of Memphis, 2600 Ridgeway, and put yourself in the driver's seat of an all-new 2019 flagship LS500. Hey, you look pretty good there. Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event at Lexus of Memphis. Experience amazing.
If you're the owner of a company and you're tired of a dirty office building, or maybe you're tired of dirty restrooms, or floors and carpets that are filthy, or windows that you can't even see through, I've got a solution. Let Trinity be your cleaning solution. Trinity Professional Services. They're putting professionalism back in cleaning. They specialize in stripping and waxing and buffing floors, in cleaning carpet. Just make it seem like it's spring outside. Window cleaning where you see through and everything shines. Commercial janitorial services specializing in final construction cleaning. Hey, the people that own this company, they are big construction people. They know what needs to be done. So if you would like it done the right way, call Todd Pope or Tommy Ferrari, the former Tiger quarterback, at 833-6773. 833-6773. It's Trinity. They're your cleaning solution.
Hi folks, Rob Walker, Infinity of Memphis, and we've got a new Infinity crossover vehicle that has raised the standard of comparison to a new level. Imagine having both sports car performance and eco-friendly efficiency on demand, working together to empower every driving experience. The result of 20 years of engineering, QX50's award-winning variable compression turbo engine is the world's only engine of its kind. Like two engines in one, it delivers a combination of power and efficiency that is truly in a category all its own, and only Infinity has it. You'll never sacrifice performance for the sake of efficiency again. And QX50 MSRP starts at only $36,550, which is less than its Acura, Audi, and Mercedes competitors. Add to that QX50's award-winning sumptuous interior, and you have the best combination of performance and comfort in the mid-size crossover segment.
MSRP excludes destination charge, tax, title, license, and options. Infinity of Memphis or online at infinityofmemphis.com.
Got something you want to get off your chest?
You better have a backup plan.
Want to join the conversation?
Someone needs to tell him he has to grow up.
Join us on the First Bank phone lines at 360-8255 or the First Bank text line at 67129. Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Yo, yo, yo! Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour, and the world's been wild as can be. The University of Memphis, their basketball team has released its schedule. T-minus. We are less than a week. It's like, last night would have been the spectacular, but we are under a week. It's like, you know what I'm saying, 6 days away. It is Navy. It is Memphis. No, Memphis will not be playing this weekend in football. People don't freak out because they are playing Thursday against Navy right here in this beautiful city at Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium. I cannot wait for it. Now, the most important thing, though, is right this minute, I'm about to talk with David Cobb. Y'all know who he is, right? David Cobb, the guy who introduced me to Twitter. I mean Tinder. And almost probably killed me. Oh, yeah, and he also has this great credential. He works at the Commercial Appeal, and he's worked for the Times Free Press, and he has a lot of degrees, and he's a really smart guy. But again, he almost killed me. I just want him to leave that there and remind him of that.
Tinder's not the only app like that now. Like they have millions and millions of those apps.
And like I said, I'm glad I'm not young man because I don't know how to say no, and that's a huge problem. David, what is up, my brother?
What is up, man? Gosh, you always brighten my day.
You remember them good old days, huh? Don't you?
Oh,
I actually
sure,
didn't
yeah.
have that much gray in my beard and could actually pass for 30.
I have to, David. Were you an avid Tinder user as well? Like, is this?
Of course, in college, when you're single, I mean, golly, especially because you can set the parameters on it.
Yeah,
or
like
you
the
could-
whole mileage. Like
yeah,
that was kind of
so,
cool.
if you're within good proximity of a college,
It goes like
campus,
100 miles.
Dude, the thing that broke my heart though is I had, and I'll tell you, Cobb, and I'm sure Cobb might remember this. There was this beautiful young lady that I was friends with at the time, and she used to always say to me, "I can tell you when the baseball schedule better than you know it at the Redbirds." And I'm like, "Well, how can you do that?" She goes, "Because whenever the Redbirds are at home, I know because my Tinder profile goes absolutely bananas with all the Redbirds and then all the other team." And I'm like, oh my goodness. I was like, dude, if you would come on the show and read the profile for the other the other team, like starting for second base, his pickup line is this, please. And she's like, no, I can't do that. I was like, dude, that would have been the best segment ever. Might not have lasted long, but it would have been awesome.
Yeah, I think my go-to line, and this shows you, I didn't meet my wife through that app because mine was, how much does a polar bear weigh?
Enough to break the ice. Are you serious?
Enough to break the ice.
Oh, no.
Well, I didn't even know that one. That was pretty good, I thought. Hold on.
No, that's not good. We all know that. That's cheesy. That's cheesy.
Dude, we're
We
all
know
pickup
that's
lines
cheesy.
are cheesy, bro. We are all bad. It's how we deliver them because they are all so bad, and you know it. Like,
I
they are
was in college,
so...
trying to see, you use it ironically, and then, if something bites, then all right, but, golly, I'm so glad. Like, I have friends who met their spouses on Tinder and, like, stuff
Oh,
like that.
gosh, I know
that's
tons of
great,
people.
but
Are you kidding
how do
me?
you explain that to grandma? Like, how do you...
I'm glad we brought on. I'm glad we brought you on to talk a lot of basketball today.
Well, by the way, in the future today, this is something that just happened. We are going to go futuristic. Did you hear about that team that group of drones that just got FAA regulated? Like, they're the first drones that ever are FAA regulated, and they literally said next month they're going to start delivery in like 3 different cities. So there's going to have like little drones coming and dropping packages off at your house. Like, that's like happening.
To get in on that.
No, I mean, I know, but I mean, it's like literally happening like soon. Like, that kind of is like, so that's some futuristic news we just gave you. So yeah, you're welcome. Now, I'll get to some sports news. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
David Cobb works at the Commercial Appeal. I'm so sorry. No, I really do want to ask you, though, is what is going on with John Morant and this recruiting of Jalen Green, and how interesting is this, and how is this like what is this like over at the CA? How is this thing working? How is this working between the Grizzlies and the Tigers? Like, this is fascinating to me.
So Jason Moan discovered that John Morant has been commenting on Jalen Green's posts about the recruiting process and like encouraging him to come to Memphis. And so I have so many questions about this. First
Me
off,
too, baby. I love it.
What's the connection between John Morant and Jalen Green? Why is John Morant so insistent on getting Jalen Green to Memphis? And two, my biggest question is our basketball beat writer literally scrolling through the comments on every social media post of a potential prospect? How did he find that? Like,
dude,
that's what reporting has become.
Can I just tell you something?
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah.
There is somebody who I am not going to lie to you, who I know that got a job, that used to go to school at the University of Memphis, that is younger than me. I'm not saying their name or being rude or anything. Their first job, and I asked them what it was called, and they are a social media investigator. I go, what is that? They go, well, we go through and we check all the people's social media and see when they drop stupid posts so we can comment about it. I'm like, hold on. That's your bleeping job? And they're like, yup. I was like, they're like, yeah, I get a list every day. And I go through all their Facebook, their Instagram, their Twitter, all their stuff. Get like fake accounts to become their friends and all this stuff. I'm like, are you bleeping me? And she was like, nope. I mean, he was like, nope. I mean, they were like, nope. But anyway, that's a real job. Like, do you see what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah,
I can see
apparently
how
it's a
people
part of
find it.
reporting, too.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, all the crazy that stuff that's going around, I thought that was one of the crazier things. But what do you think about the Grizzlies? Now kind of, everything's about to start getting going. We're going to learn about Tyus Jones, and we're going to learn about John Morant and this young team and Trey J. And I'm just wondering, is the leadership, is it going to come from TJ? Is it going to come from Jamison Crowder? Who's going to be the leader on the 2019-2020 Grizzlies?
Yeah, well, talking to Tyus Jones last night, first time I talked to him since he was signed with the Grizzlies, and somebody asked him about Jaren, and I thought it was interesting that Tyus Jones used the word leader to describe Jaren, and then gave examples of how vocal he's been during some of their voluntary workouts and stuff. And
wow.
that's interesting. I mean, he's 20 years old, or shoot, he may still be 19. I think he's about to turn 20. So, that's a lot to put on the guy, but it seems to be a role that he's kind of ready to embrace, especially the fact that a new player who's only been around for a little bit kind of has identified those characteristics already. I think that kind of speaks to Jaren's maturity on the court. We sort of see the goofy side of him. That's the kind of the face that he puts out there publicly, but he's got the characteristics of a leader too, because he's serious about this game and he's serious about improving the other people around him too. I think he's a good teammate. So is that going to be enough? No, I don't think so. I think they're going to need more than that. I think Tyus Jones, 23, but he's been in the league for 4 years. So when you've got a backcourt of John Morant and Josh Jackson and Grayson Allen and Dylan Brooks, Tyus Jones is only 23, but he's been in the league longer than all of those guys. So he's going to have to be a leader. And so that's an interesting spot for him, too, because, I mean, if he had stayed all 4 years at Duke, he'd just now be entering his second year in the NBA. But he came out early. He's got a bunch of experience in the league now, and so he's kind of going to be looked to, I think, to help shepherd John Morant along a little bit. So it's going to be a really young core kind of leadership group, and especially if Iguodala is kind of not around.
Bro,
so,
can I tell you something? Even you sound like you're right now going like through your motions. I can tell you don't feel it. I don't feel it either. I don't think they feel it. You want to talk about something that's awesome?
Yeah.
Say yeah, man.
Yeah.
Say yeah, man. Let's get fired up, because you know what? I'm fired up. What about this KD comment? Did you read about that? Talking about how he didn't like really playing with the Warriors because, their offense and blah, 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 blah. And then Curry coming back and clapping back. Whoa, you want to talk about something that's fun? That's some fun stuff to me, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That doesn't make any sense to me because KD made the choice to go to the Warriors and knew full well what he was getting into. And, there's this whole discussion. I was watching this earlier, and they're like, yeah, well, KD's got to go to Brooklyn and win a title on his own, just like Kobe had to win a title on his own without Shaq to prove that he was, a great individual player. And it's
Do you think KD's even going to be happy if he actually won one? Is KD ever going to be happy? Like, does this dude straight up...
My first question before we get to KD and his happiness is he ever going to be healthy? I mean,
it's a good Achilles... Oh! Whoa! That's another good point.
What's in a serious injury? He's not in his early 20s anymore, so it's going to be hard to come back from that. And who knows? I mean, if you got KD out for the year, I mean, Kyrie could blow the whole thing up before KD even gets a chance to do anything. I mean, let's be honest. Let's look at Kyrie Irving's track record. If he goes and has the same sort of negative effect on that team as he did in Boston, I mean, the Nets could have an exodus before KD's even able to be in the mix. I mean, so we're putting the cart ahead of the horse by even talking about, kind of what KD could accomplish or if he could be really happy in Brooklyn, because they've got to figure out how to survive this season and kind of have a culture intact for him to come back to in the first place.
I don't even get the thought process.
That's where I was
because when you look at the Warriors and their offensive system and what they ran, they have a lot of guys they can spread it out to. They did well. They shared the ball.
But
this Nets team is going to be two guys who are ball dominant, who like to shoot.
And this is what I don't like. I hate everything Gabe said, but more so than anything, I hate him saying, I came in there wanting to be a part of a group, wanted to be part of a family, and definitely felt accepted. Hold on. I wanted to be a part of a group. I wanted to be part of a family. I felt accepted.
You hate what I said?
No, I said I loved what you said.
No, you said you hated it, but it's okay, man.
Oh,
I'm not too offended.
I didn't.
It's
Did I
cool.
say I hated it?
Yeah.
I didn't mean I hated it. Oh no, I hate it for the fact that what you said is the reality of the situation. Like I hate the fact that.
I think I understood what
I
you're
think
going
you
for.
see what I'm saying. Yeah, I hate the fact that we have a guy in Kevin Durant who leaves. They were right there. With Russell Westbrook, they were right there with. My big man, Kid Kiwi from Australia. I can't think of his real name. Stephen Austin.
Steven Adams?
Stephen Adams. Yeah, thank you. I can't ever get it.
Stone Cold
That's
Steve
what I was
Austin,
thinking of the beer, man. I'm like, dude, I'm horrible. Anyway, and by the way, they're trying to legalize weed in Australia today. Just a little side note. Anyway, Andre Iguodala, like he comes out and says, I came in there wanting to be a part of the group, wanting to be a part of the family, and definitely felt accepted. And I'm quoting him. But I'll never be one of those guys. I didn't get drafted there. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. Bro, Andre Iguodala wasn't drafted there, was he? Or maybe he was. Maybe I'm wrong. All I know is like, hold on, that's what it's about. You chose where you wanted to be, and the guys accepted you. And you got scoring titles, and you got MVPs, and you got titles. So how in the bleep can that be? Like, Klay Thompson, he took a back seat to you. Draymond Green took a back seat to you. Their star, Steph Curry, took a back seat to you. And you're going to tell me that you are complaining about their motion offense? Like, I feel like Kevin Durant comes out of this looking so bad, it's not even funny.
I mean, if he wanted to be in a place where he was one of, quote, those guys, he should have stayed in Oklahoma City. I mean, there would be streets named after him. He would have a statue probably already built outside the arena. I mean, I don't know what he wants, because those guys he played with the Golden State have chosen that to stick with the franchise that selected them and to build something great. And they could have done that. Could have been Oklahoma City. They had James Harden, they had Russell Westbrook, and they had Kevin Durant all on the same team, and they could have stayed together. They could have pushed forward with that thing, and they would be, just they might be the most beloved trio of athletes in any sports market in the history of the game. I mean, just because of what that market is and how that team is all they have there and how good those three players were, he could have had a legacy that even exceeded that. So when I hear KD talk like that, I kind of wonder if he's actually kind of looking back on his own choices in his own career and thinking, you know what, maybe these guys actually have something here that I wish I had stayed and built in Oklahoma City.
Well, he could have stayed and felt fully accepted. They offered him an opportunity, but the thing is, at the end of it, when he says his tenure in the Bay Area was great, but because of media speculation, blaming the media, fan anxiety, it didn't feel as great as it could have been.
Well,
like he's always putting the blame on somebody else.
There's always going to be media. There's always going to be fans. There's always going to be social media. So
it's
just
sports.
something most players have learned how to deal with. And sometimes, every once in a while, a player will have an issue that they are vocal about. If they're treated unfairly by the media, but you could say that Kevin Durant's been treated unfairly by the media, but it just comes with the territory of being a star of his magnitude in this day and age. And I think if he's ever going to be happy, he's got to learn how to tune some of that stuff out. And I just don't see that he ever will. I mean, I think it's just kind of who he is. And maybe we should just accept him for that. Maybe we should just accept him for being a great basketball player who is.
Oh, I'll accept him, but I'm not going to sit there and I'm not going to go kiss his keister. I'm not going to sit there and say a bunch of BS because, God forbid, he'll go out and make up some Twitter account to take up for himself. He's one of the best basketball players on the world, but he has millions and millions of dollars. The thing is, I'm going to tell you straight up, I just pray the dude finds happiness. Serious heart attack. Magic Johnson was asked even the question today about Kevin Durant, and he came out and all he said is like, dude, I can't say anything on this guy except for I hope he finds happiness, because for some reason, if you can't find happiness playing basketball in the NBA on the highest level and being a world champion, making millions of dollars, he's like, how are you going to find happiness?
And I wonder if there's a championship out there for him to win with that Nets franchise. Because you look at what the rest of the league has done, and it seems like that team is not a favorite to win any NBA championships anytime soon, even with Kevin Durant.
At least the beauty of that is that if he wins one with that group, it'll probably mean something more to him. I mean, everybody knew as soon as Kevin Durant went to Golden State that they were going to win titles. I mean, they would have continued to win titles even if Kevin Durant had not gone to Golden State. It was literally a cheat code, and so I can see where that might not be fulfilling from a basketball standpoint. Because maybe they're a better team with him, but like, what did you actually accomplish? What did you actually, what odds did you truly overcome to be successful in that situation? I don't know. I just feel like for a true competitor, which I know he is, at least the opportunity to feel like maybe he's not the front runner for once, to maybe do him some good. But like I said, we have to see if he's ever healthy first. And you know what? At this point, he's kind of got a built-in excuse, too. If he doesn't come back and win a title with Brooklyn, well, for goodness sakes, the guy blew his Achilles. So, I don't know. I feel like at this point, Kevin Durant's legacy is kind of safe if he's kind of willing to just kind of chill out a little bit. I don't think anybody at this point would remember him, if this was the end of his career, would remember him as anything other than a great player who, had some issues every now and then, but he suffered a tragic injury. And now, the more he continues to talk and stuff, it just sort of, I think, waters down, our ability to see him for what he is.
Greatest scorer I've ever seen. 6'11", can shoot it, can take it off the dribble, can do anything you want, play defense on anybody, all 5 positions. I mean, dude's just, Kevin Durant's going to go down as one of the greatest of all time. I'm being dead serious when I say this.
I agree.
I want him to find happiness. Truthfully, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Now, before I
happiness, John?
You know what? I'm still searching, to be honest with you. I'm happy when I help people. I like helping people. Outside of that, so it's a struggle. Now, I got to ask you a question because I'm dead serious about this. Is there anything that you want to report, tell the peeps about what's going on with this commercial appeal? You got something coming out about the Grizz? You got any news about the Memphis area, the 901? Is there anything you need to drop important on this beautiful Friday?
I wrote a 901 FC story just a couple hours ago. It's not just about, the soccer team has a game tomorrow, whatever. It's kind of about a guy with a unique story. There have been hundreds and hundreds of baseball, basketball, football players from Mississippi who have gone on to play professionally and do really well. But there have only been 3 soccer players from Mississippi to ever make the MLS. One of them playing for 901 FC right now. And he's actually helping them kind of make a nice little comeback here down the stretch. They're not too terribly far out of the playoff picture. He's a big part of that. His name is Mark Bass. I wrote about him. Got talked a little bit yesterday. So if you're bored and you're interested,
dude, hey, never bored, man. DWC David W. Cobb on Twitter, man. Read his stuff at the Commercial Appeal. It ain't boring, man. Dude's one of the best writers there are. Period. Even if it's not about the Grizzlies, if he's writing something, you need to read it. It's going to be good stuff. David, I always appreciate your time. I really, really do. I hope you have a very great weekend. And again, I can't thank you enough.
Thanks, guys.
That's my man, David Cobb. Check him out at DWC. That's David W. Cobb on Twitter. He is the beat writer for the Grizzlies at the Commercial Appeal. Now, there is a lot of stuff that is going on in the world, and we are about to talk a whole lot of college football. Before we do, I have to say thank you to MemphisFarmers.com. They cover this entire hour. Chad Gatlin, he's always got you. And again, he saved some dude. Rates have gone down. You need to check with your insurance agent right now, and you need to go to MemphisFarmers.com. That's MemphisFarmers.com, and check out my man Chad Gatlin. Now, before we go to break, we're going to come back. Me and my man Gabe are going to talk about the embarrassment moment last night, Bill Belichick, Antonio Brown, and I'm going to talk about the quarterbacks. Then we're coming back with Lee Sterling. We're breaking down football. Then we're breaking down a little hardwood action. And then from 2:30 to 1, me and Gabe are doing nothing but giving you our picks and our locks. Because we ain't playing no games. It's a Friday, and we coming strong on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 FM.
Take Sports 56 with you on your phone or tablet. Download our official Sports 56 app today.
Welcome to Sherwin-Williams.
Hi there. I heard paints are 40% off.
Yep, and stains too.
Right here.
Mm-hmm. Only at your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store.
Right now.
Well, September 20th through 23rd.
Right on.
Right? Ask Sherwin-Williams, September 20th through 23rd, and save 40% on paints and stains, with sale prices starting at $23.09. Only at your local Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Right now, the Home Depot makes replacing your old carpet easy with more styles and colors to choose from. There's no better time to buy with free installation on any carpet purchase of $499 or more, all by licensed local pros. Backed for life. Today is the day for doing and saving with free carpet installation only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. For a limited time, $499 minimum purchase required. Typically $699. For license information, visit homedepot.com/license numbers. Valid through November 6, 2019.
If you're going on vacation, making a college campus visit, or if business takes you out of town, there's just no better place to board your dog than Barks and Recreation, 965 Reddick Cove between Bud Davis Cadillac and the Blue Plate Cafe in East Memphis. Boarding, daycare, grooming, we have the best of everything at Barks. Indoor-outdoor kennels so your family member can go in and out as they please. Indoor and outdoor play areas. 4 walks a day. Group play and individual attention from the best staff in the Mid-South, which includes an overnight staff to ensure the safety and comfort of your pet 24 hours a day. All reasons to choose Barks and Recreation above all other boarding and daycare facilities. BarksDaycare.com or 509-0909. Check us out and make your reservations now at BarksDaycare.com. If your dog could speak, he'd say Barks.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roofing. As most of you know, I don't have a history of bragging or boasting that Five-Ash Roofing is the best roofer in the Memphis area, but did you know we are the only diamond-level roofing professional in the area? We are one of very few local roofing companies that have been in business for 20 years. We've never had a justified claim against us. We are locally owned and family operated. Our labor warranties are for the life of the shingles. We're experts in insurance claim. We do residential and commercial work. We are the official roofer of the University of Memphis Athletic Department and a proud member of the Tigers home team. We support local youth sports and St. Jude's. We have worked with churches and veteran services to help those in need by providing services at a deep discount or even for free. We are currently working with Young Life to give them a free roof on the historic log cabin in Germantown. Five-Ash Roofing. Fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
You'll see the dedication in every single step. You'll see it in the smiles when smiles are hard to get. You'll see it in the little things that add up to success. The caring and passion are the things that we love best.
Wolf Chase Limb Brace is your Mid-South provider for orthotics and prosthetics. They are an ABC accredited facility and their practitioners are ABC certified. At Wolf Chase Limb Brace, their services include artificial limbs, legs and arms, braces of all kinds, and custom molded inserts. You can call them today at 901-507-7821 for their location on Highway 64 in between Germantown Parkway and Appling Road, or visit them at their new location in Jackson, Tennessee. That number is 731-660-5900, or visit them on the web at wolfchaselimandbrace.com.
Wolf Chase Limb and Brace.
Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Hal, don't ask why.
Hal, don't ask why. It's a beautiful Friday, everybody. I know it's still hot in the beautiful Mid-South, but guess what? It ain't gonna be hot forever. It's supposed to, they say, in like a week, chill out. But you know what I'm gonna do this weekend? I'm gonna watch a lot of football. Probably play a little games, get ready to drink a couple brewskis, sit out at the pool a little bit. I think it's going to be a good weekend.
I thought this Thursday night of college football was nice. I like that. Did you see the catch the Houston-Tulane game last night?
Dude, all week long I said Tulane. All week long I said Tulane. All week long I said Tulane. And guess what? Last night
and you were scared to do it.
And I got scared. And then you know what I did? Had under 19 in the Jags. They scored 20, so I lost by 1. And Matt Carpenter broke my heart in the 10th inning because I had the Cubs and the Cardinals. So let's just say this is what I think about Thursday. It's over, baby! And it's Friday, and guess what we're going to do? We're going to have so much fun, and I want to talk about the embarrassment realistically about Thursday, and this is what I wanted to start out, because I think last night, me and Gabe can say this unequivocally. Gardner Minshew killed Marcus Mariota's extension. I think he said hasta mañana buenos dias, and I think he killed something else, and a lot of people are missing it. Dak Prescott, $40 million a year? Dak Prescott, $40 million a year. Tom Brady's never been the highest, and I know he's rich, yada, 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 and has played forever. But here's what I wanted to say. We've got the old heads. Eli's been benched. Big Ben is injured. Drew Brees, thumb injury. I'm not trying to say anything bad. I like the old heads. Tom Brady's still kicking along, doing his thing, man. But look around. This is a youth movement. And basically in the last few drafts, except for you can say Jimmy G.
And a lot of that air raid stuff is moving over and translating.
Big 12,
nowadays.
which used to be an embarrassment for quarterbacks, is down.
Pat Mahomes, Gardner Minshew.
Listen to this. Well, I'm going to tell you right now. This is going to blow people's mind. Patrick Mahomes, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Jimmy Garoppolo, Josh Allen, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Gardner Minshew. Heck, Dak Prescott is still considered young. I still think that he's not going to get $40 million a year because of basically what Gardner Minshew proved. But this is the other thing is Mason Rudolph is another young guy. But do you know what Mason Rudolph has to do in his second year that I don't know if any quarterback in the history, I haven't been able to find this out. But we're going to get to see. Gardner Minshew was the 6th quarterback taken in 2018. I mean, Mason Rudolph was the 6th quarterback taken in 2018. Let me tell you a little something about that. The 5 quarterbacks taken in front of my man Mason Rudolph at Oklahoma State, he gets to face them as he's the quarterback of the Steelers. He gets Baker Mayfield, who was taken number 1. He gets Sam Darnold at the very end of the year, who was 3rd. He gets Josh Allen in a couple weeks, who was taken 7th. He gets Josh Rosen, if he can hold down the job. He's been given the job at Miami, who was taken 10th. And he gets to face Lamar Jackson, who was taken 32nd by Baltimore. So he gets to face this season because Big Ben is out. Mason Rudolph is the quarterback. He can face all 5 quarterbacks that were taken ahead of him. How kind of cool is that? I think that is one of those things that needs to be talked about a little bit more. But also, Nick Foles is injured. Drew Brees, Big Ben, Eli's big bench. It looks like we're going with a youth movement. It looks like things are different. And you know what? Russell Wilson, he's now getting considered an old head. Some of these guys are still young. And then the stuff with basically Antonio Brown makes me want to vomit. Bill Belichick, I feel bad for him, but he won't answer a question and acts like a jerk. The whole situation is crazy, but last night Gardner proved one thing to the Titans. Marcus Mariota is not the future, and there's no way you can give Dak Prescott $40 million. On the other side, Lee Sterling, we are now in the next hour making picks, baby! College football is about to be here. Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7 FM.
Today, business happens here, and virtually anywhere. Because today, innovative companies are reinventing the way business happens, and they need people who can keep up. With the expertise and technology to get packages to over 150 million delivery points. So, who can help you deliver the future of commerce? The United States Postal Service. See why we deliver more e-commerce packages to homes than anyone at USPS.com/future.
How you doing, people? And if it's a Chevy you're looking for, any new Chevy, Olive Branch is where you need to go. New 2020 Silverados and Blazers are at All-Star Chevrolet, ready for you to drive today. Traverse, Equinox, Impala, best new All-Star Chevy lineup ever. And most have 0 for 72 financing. So give these Chevys a test run. Roll the windows down. Enjoy the weather. Crank the music up. Pretend like the car is going to be yours, because it is going to be yours. And best of all, All-Star has the ABCs. A, the All-Star Challenge. Take any written offer from any Mid-South auto dealer to All-Star Chevrolet, and you can get a better deal, new or pre-owned, or they buy you a tank of gas. B, best buying experience, period. No wasting your time. They make it easy. And C, customer care. You're all in. Loaner cars, free oil changes. It's the All-Star family, and they're going to treat you like that. It's not South Haven, not the Pike, not Collierville. It's got to be Olive Branch. Find new roads to All-Star Chevrolet or go to allstarautogroup.com.
Football is here.
I know. I have a sports talk radio show.
Why do you always have to throw that in my face?
Because it's fun. Now, let's get down to the Central Barbecue ad.
We're talking the incredible bulk.
I have no idea what that means.
Tailgating and Central Barbecue means this is the time for bulk ordering.
Oh, I get it. Incredible bulk.
Yes, you call ahead and order enough delicious Central Barbecue food to feed your entire tailgating crew. Central Barbecue is your one-stop shopping destination for all your chowing down needs.
And with all their locations.
Central Avenue, Summer Avenue, downtown, or the shiny new location on Poplar.
There's a Central Barbecue central to wherever Memphians are.
Nice line.
Williams Equipment and Supply, your Bobcat loader and excavator dealer, is #1 in compact construction equipment with the highest market share, the largest inventory of equipment, attachments and parts, the largest compact rental fleet, and the best technicians and the most locations. Williams Equipment is the undisputed leader. Find out why more people buy, lease, and rent Bobcat equipment from Williams Equipment than any other brand.
This is Cody Bumpus, your Bobcat specialist of North Mississippi. Call me for a demonstration and a finance quote at 901-508-8739.
Your Memphis Tigers football team returns home to Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium for a nationally televised clash with rival Navy Thursday, September 26th at 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale at GoTigersGo.com. So bring out the whole family as we celebrate Veteran and Military Appreciation Night as part of this important AAC game. The Tigers look to defend the AAC West Division, but we need you in the stands to provide a great home field advantage. Memphis versus Navy Thursday, September 26th. Sponsored by KTG USA.
125 seasons of Ole Miss football.
Caught by Duke, he may go.
Dexter breaks the tackle.
Mike Wallace between two defenders.
The tradition continues.
He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Breaks a tackle. He's gone down the sideline. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He is a beast.
Saturday, Ole Miss battles Cal. Pre-game coverage starts at 9 a.m. with kickoff at 11. Right here on your home for the Rebels.
Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 FM.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. It's Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
Check it out right here.
Ladies and gentlemen. And now?
Now, the only man who can make fire with 2 ice cubes, Johnny Harden.
I can make fire with 2 ice cubes, but this man can pick games like, you know what? A 2-year-old can pick boogers. He means, that means really good, by the way, because 2-year-olds can pick boogers, by the way. Welcome back to Friday's edition of Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. And I have to say, I'm always fired up because at 2 o'clock, I talk with my very good friend, Lee Sterling, and we talk about one of my favorite pastimes, sports wagering. Lee, how is life treating you, my brother?
Not much better than wagering on sports.
By the way,
watching sports and betting on sports.
You've been hotter than a firecracker. 245 stars that you've hit already this year. 2-0 on the big plays.
Weeks.
Woo!
Here's what had happened. I go to a lot of these spring games. In fact, I'm watching a lot of tapes during the summer of junior college teams and players because I want to get the lowdown on these quarterbacks, running backs, receivers that are, going to be impact players. And when you go to some of these spring games, sometimes you see nothing, and you walk away. They give you a little piece of paper, and there's not much. But I went to a spring game in Orlando, and I'm expecting to see UCF Brandon Wimbush light it up. Comes from Notre Dame. I'm not that impressed. Then the backup, Dario Mack, the guy that filled in for Mackenzie Melton. I'm thinking, okay, he's the guy. Nothing special. Then I see this lefty. Starts with the third team, and then they started putting him in with the backups by the end of the scrimmage with the starters, kid named Dylan Gabriel.
And you freaked
out. I
out.
had no idea who he is. Do you follow high school recruiting a lot?
Now, I'm not going to lie to you. No, but you know what I did find out? When I found out whose records he broke, I did start reading about him. And when I saw your play with Central Florida, I honestly had to look and find out why you were so basically into it. And then I just said to myself, oh, my dang. Lee just found the best quarterback in the country that nobody knows about.
Yeah, so I'm watching this kid. I'm a former college quarterback. This kid's making every right read. And every ball is like right on the money.
And he has the best footwork I've seen in years.
Just so advanced. But I'm saying to myself, they're going to play Wimbush. They're going to play Mac this year. They both ended up getting nicked up a little bit. They started him in the FAU game. And, he played well. And I'm thinking, okay, the secret may start getting out. But didn't get out there. The line was under 10. And Stanford was coming off that beatdown. The second half, they had nothing left against USC. Both offensive tackles get injured. Both linebackers that call the defenses, they're done for the game. And it's perfect. They got to travel cross country. So we had that game the week before. I mean, it was 38-7 at that game. It was over by halftime.
And then the week before you had Oregon, and they were playing, I can't remember, I think it was Nevada, that's right.
So
yeah, it was such a
We're finding these games, most of these handicappers, it takes them 4 or 5 weeks. They give out 1 or 2 plays, maybe 3 plays a week. And I was listening to a handicapper brag that he's gone 2 straight weeks to 2-1. Okay, that's great. But I went 9-5 and 10-2.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, I think in college football you're 10-2, right?
Yeah, that's 19-6. I won 13 more games that I lost. And I hit on my 2 big plays. Everyone's playing those for at least twice the money. So let's keep rolling. I got a couple big games for you.
All right, now I'm excited because usually this is something exciting, but I'm excited for a different reason because we're talking about it. And it's the University of Florida. Kyle Trask actually looks better than Felipe. I don't know how that is, but he actually did. And Tennessee, let's be real, I think Brucey is playing quarterback for him, and that's the problem.
Yeah, that is, but here's what there's a couple keys when I handicap games. I have 12 rules, and 2 of them fit into this game. I will never lay double-digit points with a team that's not a big scorer. Now, I think Trask is an upgrade over Felipe Frank. He's not going to turn the ball over as much. But I don't think they're going to hit on as many big plays, and they haven't reached 30 points against the 2 Division I opponents. So, okay, let's say they score 24, 27, 30, 32. You got to hold your opponent to 17 or less. And on top of that, I look at pace. Pace is important. A team like UCF, they get off 77, 78 plays a game. Florida, just 65. Out of 130 teams, they rank 115. So they got to make a lot more with 65 plays per game on average. And what's weird is the series visitor, they do great in the series, 7-3-1 against the spread. Tennessee's got talent. They got to find a way to believe in themselves. Florida wins 27-20. Tennessee covers.
Woo!
Yep.
I like it. You know what? I think Florida fans and Vols fans will actually be happy with that because I think Vols fans will be happy just with the number, and Florida fans, they just want to win, to be honest with you. Now,
well, Florida fans, all they do is they talk about Tim Tebow.
They see
Tebow's more important than their national team.
Which is hilarious. Danny Warfel gets no love, which is also
I
crazy.
had a friend, ready for this? He waited 5 hours in line. This is a grown man, 45 years old. 5 hours to get Tim Tebow's signature on his book.
Oh, my goodness. There is something, like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it is impossible to explain. Now, there's also another thing that's impossible to explain. Is DeAndre Swift as good as people think he is with the University of Georgia? And is Notre Dame, is Ian Book, is this a real quarterback, or is this just another Brian Kelly mirage?
Well, here's what's going on in this game. Everyone's going to play Georgia. They're playing them like crazy. Started at 13.5, it's up to 14.5. Swift is great because he is really good, but his offensive line averages 325 pounds per man.
That is
They're going to face a Notre Dame defensive line averaging just 275. That's 50 pounds per man. So what does that tell you? Notre Dame is going to have to either put some extra men in the box or they're going to have to blitz. I'm telling you this, Brian Kelly's not going to allow himself
Nope.
to just have them get run over. So he's gonna do those two things and play the chess match. I like Georgia a lot, but I don't know about their passing game. They lost their top 5 receivers from last year, and I love teams like Notre Dame that were taken to the shed in the last game of the year. They, trust me, the off-season workouts, they probably have everything is, the call, the strength coach, 30-3. You lost 30-3 to Clemson. Ian Book is a real deal here. Georgia's going to win 34-27, but Notre Dame covers.
Ooh, that is a tight game. I'll tell you one thing: you're going to have Georgia fans losing it. I'm telling you, I think you're right. Though.
Georgia fans just be happy to win by.
Yes, no, I'm saying they're going to be scared though, because in the fourth quarter, Georgia fans are usually trying to just get drunk and have a party. This thing's going down to the last 5 minutes,
too, right?
Yes, that's the truth. So this thing is going to come down to the end. I'm with you now. Auburn, Bo Nix is so dead gum young. They're ranked so high. Gus Malzahn is somehow pulling another rabbit out of his hat. But does it not end this week against A&M? Is Jimbo Fisher going to go and just knock Auburn off? Or am I going to get slapped by Bo Nix like I did in week 1 when they played Oregon?
I have a feeling this will be a tight game. And what I see in this game is I see a team Auburn that can run the football. They're averaging 282 yards on the ground per game. And giving up just 100, I think they have one of the top 3 run defenses in the country. A&M, they're averaging 174 on the ground, but they lost their top running back, Corbin. They're back up already. He's done for the year. And 2 of the 3 teams that they played against, Texas State, Lamar, they got no run defense. Weird series, the visitors, 6-0-1 against the spread since A&M entered the SEC in 2012. And I like Auburn with Gus Malzahn calling plays. This team has a different look and a different feel on offense here. Wrong team's favorite. Give me Auburn 28-27. I think Jimbo's team is next year. I think they're a year away.
That is a fascinating pick. By the way, people, I want you to make sure you heard what he said. Wrong team favorite. That means you're taking the freshman quarterback, Bo Nix. You're going with Gus. Auburn, War Eagle, baby. Yep. Don't forget now, Mississippi, which people hate. It's Ole Miss, just so you know. Ole Miss, they hate Mississippi. I don't know why. If you call them the University of Mississippi, they're going to call you a Yankee or a hater.
Right.
But Ole Miss, they play California, and I hate to say this. I'm going to just tell you off the bat. I don't know if you agree with me, and you probably don't because you're the man. But I feel like this is the game that the wrong damn team's favored. I love California's defense.
I love something. They got 3 defensive backs we playing in the NFL. What they do is they put everyone, they try to make you go to the center of the field with their front 7. And they just don't make mistakes. But here's 2 things.
Uh-oh.
Ole Miss coordinators, Rich Rodriguez, where did he coach?
Arizona out in the pack.
Yep. Where did Mike McIntyre coach?
Oh, Arizona.
Colorado.
He coached Colorado.
Oh, Mike McIntyre, yeah. Uh-oh.
These 2 guys have faced this defense. They understand it. Chase Garbers is not a real good quarterback. I mean, 9 for 22 last week against North Texas. He scrambles a little bit, makes some plays. 3rd straight game at home for Ole Miss. Travel here, certainly a factor. They're laying 2. Not one of my top games, but we got to pick the tough ones. Ole Miss 24-21.
Ooh, that is one of those games that scares the bleep out of me. So, right. I said wrong team favorite. I sound wrong. That's why we bring on Lee Sterling. Trust me. Make sure you're just listening to my man. But this one, honestly, this one sounds like you might just want to watch. Now, the Kansas City, let's just be real. The Kansas City Chief, Patrick Mahomes, I'm going to tell you right now, I had a little conversation earlier that the old heads are going out. Eli's been benched. You got, Nick Foles is injured. Drew Brees is injured. Big Ben's injured. Now, look, Tom Brady is just a different character. I ain't even talking about him. But if you look at the youngsters, Patrick Mahomes, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Jimmy G, Josh Allen, Jared Goff, Gardner Minshew, Carson Wentz, Mason Rudolph this year, who started for Big Ben. Even Dak Prescott's still young. So it feels like it's a bunch of youngsters playing. And out of all the youngsters, I don't think anybody's better than Patrick Mahomes. The second best might be actually Lamar Jackson, or it may be third best behind Baker. I don't know. But they're playing each other. Kansas City's a 6.5-point favorite against Baltimore. Lee, help me out because I haven't a damn clue.
They played last year. A lot of people don't remember this, and Kansas City had to win the game in overtime, 27-24. I was not a Lamar Jackson fan last year. I heard that he'd been working hard on his passing, but obviously this is a different kid right now. You got to take advantage of it because in another week or two, this line could be a 2-3 point line. So they put some great playmakers around him. Ingram, they bring him over from New Orleans. Marquise Brown, they draft him from Oklahoma. This guy is so fast. He takes the top off the defense here. Also, the Chiefs, 27th in run defense. In a shootout, Baltimore, they upset Kansas City 38-35.
OMG. You got my buddy Drew Barrett, who produces in the next next show, who is the biggest Baltimore fan. He's going to party, and he absolutely loves you right now. But you'll love Lee right now, because if you were playing with him, you'd be 10-2 in college, 3-0 on his big 40 and higher. Both 45 stars hit so easy it wasn't even funny. At halftime, I was drinking and celebrating because I already knew I had won. I'm telling you, give him a call. Lee, 800-700. Finish it for me.
800-400-9741. And how about this? 10-2 last week, 9-5 the week before, and we hit both of our biggest plays of the year. I know there's people that want to join me. They're hearing me on the radio. They maybe don't have the scratch to come up for the monthly or season packages. First time ever. Do this for you. How about this? You can join me 7 plays on Saturday, $77, or 5 on Sunday, $55, $11 a play. Anyone can afford it. So you want to hop on board. 2 ways to win. These are instant downloads. As soon as you purchase it, window pops open with the game, so you don't have to call back next, on Saturday or Sunday for the plays. So
right now, my question is
ParamountSports.com, or how about this? I got a free game of the week, LSU Vandy. You want to get that game for free? Call 800-400-9741. So 2 ways to win, 7 for $77 on Saturday, 5 for $55 Sunday, or the free play, and you can order it here at the office. 800-400-9741. Start winning today.
Just one question for you, because I know our callers are curious, because they all know about ParamountSports.com. They watch the videos. They love all that good stuff that you go, because there's a lot of free information as well as not just him joining my show every Friday. But Lee, if they go to ParamountSports.com, are they going to be able to get the 7 for $77 and their 5 for $55, or is that a straight up 800-400-9741
No,
deal?
that's on the website. As soon as you purchase it, window pops open with a ball game.
How beautiful is that, people? You can just, you don't even have to even talk to him. But if you want to talk to him right now, don't forget 800-400-9741. LSU Vanderbilt, absolutely free game of the week. Paramount Sports, Lee Sterling, every single Friday right here. I appreciate your time, brother. Have a great day.
You too, Johnny. Take care.
Take care. That's my man, Lee Sterling. Now, it's time for us to go to Hardinwood.
This is Access Hardinwood.
Wowzers, what a day. So we just got a lot of picks, you know what I'm saying? And we're having a lot of fun with our picks, but there's been a lot of crazy stuff also going on in the world. Hardinwood is one of those places where you talk about the craziness. Now, we talked about some real crazy stuff. Did y'all hear about this? And tell me if this is crazy like a fox genius, or this dude is just dumber than a box of rocks. Obviously, he's rich, so he's smarter than I am. But that's why I'm talking to y'all, because some of y'all might be smart. Would you bet $89,000 to win $4,500 if, by the way, this is the money line, this is this week's game, the New England Patriots and the Dallas Cowboys to cover the spread. By the way, both teams have to win. The Pats are minus 22.5. They're taking them the money line, parlaying them with the Dallas Cowboys, who are minus 21.5. So all you have to do is have Dallas win against the hapless Dolphins, and all you have to do is have the Patriots beat the New York Jets. Now, an $89,000 parlay that only paid me $4,500. That must be the lock of the world.
I think it's pretty safe to say that those will go that direction, though. They're safe games, but I don't know if I'm laying that much. I could lay that much. You kidding me?
Tom Brady gets hit hard. He's out of the game. Okay, let's just be real.
Even if he's out of the game, I think they're safe.
Okay, I agree. But okay, like crazy stuff has happened in this world, y'all. like, I can understand maybe if it was just one game, but the fact that you have to have Dallas.
I mean, is this guy loaded or what?
And the Patriots win, and the fact that an $89,000 parlay only pays $4,500, that's freaking.
I mean,
me
how
out.
loaded is this guy? Just absolutely rich?
He must be.
Yeah, I could never throw around that.
I saw that. I wanted to ask you people out there if y'all think I'm crazy, and just so y'all know, anytime anybody's been favored by 3 touchdowns, did you know that they've covered? Did you see that little thing? They actually covered the spread is what I'm saying. Like plus 21 or more, or at least the last 3 they've covered. That's what it says right here. And now this is kind of sad. I really can't say that's 100% right because that is Twitter I'm looking at. Now, there's been some crazy stuff. Before I do anything, I mean, you put out Dennis Rodman yesterday. Do I have to check with you and make sure everything's okay over there? Or do you have something absolutely insane?
I have something pretty funny about Gardner Minshew.
Okay, I'll take that.
Okay, he did this on Pardon My Take. It's a Barstool Sports podcast. That's beyond the point. They asked him a question. He was the third string QB at ECU his freshman year, and he planned on redshirting. Okay, and the first string and the second string got hurt. So he said on this podcast, he said, "So I get an idea." The idea was he goes home, grabs a bottle of Jack Daniels and grab a hammer, and go back into his room and take the Jack Daniels, and he put his hand down on the table and smacked it, trying to give himself an injury so he could get another medical redshirt year.
That's pretty dope.
It turned out it didn't work. He couldn't break his own hand, he said.
It'd be hard.
Yeah, I mean, pain tolerance is something that you can't beat.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. You'd have to give me like some major whiskey.
So he went back. He said it was Jack Daniels, a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I'd have to get way hammered.
But he
just telling you the truth.
It's true. But he said he went back into the facility the next day. They asked what the hell happened to your hand, dude. Slammed it in a car door is what he said.
So I was gonna say, try to even think about slamming your hand in the car door.
He ended up starting that next year, and you know his story. His story is just full of twists and turns. He went to a bunch of different places. Now, I think he's landed a good spot.
Yeah. Now, do you think Ramsey still wants out?
I look. I said this with Gardner Minshew quarterbacking that team. That's gonna be a hard win for anybody.
Yep,
Just
I kind of agree. I got to agree. Now, I got some very interesting stories that are totally different. Yesterday, he said Dennis Rodman was offered to knock up Madonna for $20 million, and she even sent a plane out there. Again, I call BS, but that's okay. What I wanted to really get at was, holy cow, Gabe, you're the alien, dude. What are you doing at work today? Today is Storm Area 51 Day.
I never said I would storm Area 51.
Me neither.
I don't need proof. I know they're real.
Dude,
see, those people are running in there.
Naruto is
Naruto.
You know who that is?
It's like one of those anime deals where they run with the arms behind them.
The news is posting a bunch of morons who are running like Naruto.
Yeah. In Naruto. Okay, I'm gonna get up and show you how he runs.
Oh, I see. That's exactly what they're doing. So all these people are running, and this guy is literally like with the news organization, and here's what he says.
Bunch of weirdos.
He says, these are the first guys running like Naruto, probably who are going to get themselves shot in the storming Area 51.
But the thing is, I don't need to storm Area 51 because I have all the proof I need.
Dude, he's watched, by the way, Ancient Aliens. Don't mess with it.
History Channel
Giorgio
after midnight.
Tsoukalos.
Everyone, go to the History Channel after midnight. Okay,
it's awesome.
How do you think all the pyramids got there? Okay,
yeah,
they were dug from a quarry,
dude.
Thousands of miles away.
Like seriously, yo, and there's like some like megalithic like stone.
And they were like 2 tons. Like, how would humans get those up there? Never mind. You know
I'm
what?
not doing it.
I'm
man.
not getting into it with you people today.
Hey, well, I'll tell you one thing. I love it when you get into it with people, but I will tell you something that's super awesome. Did you hear about this cancer survivor? She became the very first woman to ever swing the English Channel 4 times nonstop. Like, so she didn't just swing the English Channel. She's like, yo, what's up? I'm going back. And then she goes back. And then she's like, yo, what's up? I'm going back. And then she goes back. And then she's like, yo, what's up? I'm going to do it again, yo. And she does it again. Did you hear what I just said? 54 hours of consecutive swimming without sleep. My question is, man, this is probably
for me. That would be a death wish.
I was gonna say I can't stay up 54 hours.
I would drown.
Like, yeah, I would too, probably. But anyway, that
I
was
can
very
barely
dangerous.
tread water, man.
But dude, this woman, in all honesty, she's only 37 years old. She said she was always a long distance free swimmer, and she's done all kinds of broken many records. She's a real deal Holyfield swimmer, but she did get cancer, and she said that if she could beat cancer, that she was going to swim the English Channel 4 consecutive time, because nobody's ever done it. And I mean, that's that's not setting your goals high. That's like setting your goals like ridiculously high. And she not only beat cancer, which is just so bad to the bone. She beat cancer, then she also beat the cold water, the jellyfish, the sheer exhaustion of being in the water that long. And just, I don't even know, the brevity of what she did is unbelievable. Congratulations, you're an extraordinary human being. Sarah Thomas, straight up PIMP. That was awesome. And and she dedicated this to all those out there who are fighting cancer. And she just basically said that just keep on fighting because you can. We'll be right back because it's time for us to give us all of our picks for you. And it's going to be so much fun because it's going to be me and Gabe, and we are dropping all the college football magic all over your face on Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7 FM.
Sports 56 now has 2 FM homes. You can now find real sports talk on 96.1 as well as 87.7 on your FM dial.
Family is big around here. We're family owned, family operated, family managed. And that means legacy. That means dependability. That means using Grainger. With over 1.5 million products and knowledgeable product experts, Grainger has whatever we need. And with same-day pickup and next-day delivery options, they have it whenever we need it. For over 90 years, businesses like ours have trusted Grainger. Because, like family, Grainger's got our back. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by to see for yourself. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Right now, the Home Depot makes replacing your old carpet easy. With more styles and colors to choose from, there's no better time to buy. With free installation on any carpet purchase of $499 or more, all by licensed local pros. Backed for life. Today is the day for doing and saving with free carpet installation. Only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. For a limited time, $499 minimum purchase required. Typically $699. For license information, visit homedepot.com/license numbers. Valid through November 6, 2019.
Come to Holly Chevrolet in Marion and get end of summer deals. Right now, save over $8,500 off MSRP on the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. The all-new 2019 Chevy Silverado Crew Cab LT All-Star. All 2018s must go. Get a 2018 Malibu for as low as $22,995. Stop by today and check out Holly's large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready for you to enjoy. And at Holly Chevrolet, it's a no-pressure, no-hassle environment. As a matter of fact, there's no Badgers and never pay a dock fee. Find new roads at Exit 14 off I-55 in Marion, just 15 minutes from downtown Memphis. HollyChevrolet.com.
2019 Chevy Silverado Crew Cab LT All-Star stock number N3558. 2018 Chevy Malibu stock number N3377. All discounts, rebates, and incentives are included and applied. Must qualify finance with GM Financial and have a 99 or newer GM product. Prices do not include tax, tags, title, or registration. Take delivery by 9/30/19. See dealer for details.
Family Leisure has the world's biggest spa sale going on now. Over 50 spas in stock and ready to sell. $8,000 spas now just $44.99. 4-person spas starting at $24.99. Swim spas from $89.99. Huge discounts on all spas. Get the lowest prices of the year with special financing available. It's the world's biggest spa sale happening now at Family Leisure. Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun come together.
Hey Tiger fans, this is John Stacy of the Blue and Gray Show. You can hear Drew Barrett and I talk Tigers with Tigers every Sunday at 5 right here on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7. Drew, who do we got in the studio with us this week?
This week will be our family show as we have former Tigers Ray and Sam Kraft
in studio with John and I as we look towards Navy and talk the family tradition of Tiger football.
Thanks, Drew. We'll be here Sunday on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7. The Blue and Gray Show, where we talk Tigers with Tigers.
Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Let's go! On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. Here's your host, John Harden.
Many a hand has scaled the grand old face of the plateau. Some belong to strangers, and some to folks you know. Holy Ghost and talk show hosts are planted in the sand to beautify the foothills, shape the many hands. Nothing on the top of the bucket, and off in an illustrated book about birds. See a lot up there, but don't be scared. Who needs Jackson when you got words?
What is up? What is up? Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. I am your sports mixologist, John Harden, and I'm actually just very happy that, to have you on the program, and I'm very happy that it's a Friday. Everybody loves a Friday. Everybody loves happy hour. Everybody loves to get down and party, and we got picks, we got wins, we got nuggets for you. I'm going to tell you a little secret out there. I want to tell you right now, off the bat, before I get to anything, I want y'all to look at one game, and it's for one friend only, and his name is C.J. Hurd out there. I want to say to C.J. Hurd out there, your Michigan Wolverines, they're getting 3.5 at Wisconsin. 3.5. Everybody's jumped off the Michigan bandwagon. I don't blame them either. Shea Patterson's look like...
And I think a lot more people have jumped on the Wisconsin bandwagon.
Jonathan Taylor's a stud.
And they have a quarterback who actually looks like he can play ball.
You mean they got rid of Hornibrook?
Yeah, exactly.
Alex is gone. No, in all honesty.
Jack Cohn up there now.
They look, Donovan Peoples-Jones. There's a dude that can flat out catch the ball like nobody's business. They got a left tackle in John Runyon Jr. I'm not joking with you when you say this. I'm going to pick against the Badgers right off the bat in a kind of an early shocker to appease my buddy CJ. And I'm going to say this is not one of my stronger plays by any means.
This is a careful one.
This is a top 25 action game. This is a big time, 11 a.m. This game's on Fox. This is going to be everybody and their grandmother watching. This is one of those games, if you're going to be watching and you want to put $25 down, I would take the 3.5 because you get the hook, and everybody loves a good hook on a Saturday.
This is what I will say about that game. When you get Big Ten games, especially those teams play each other every year.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get games like that in the Big Ten, they're usually low scoring and they're usually really close. So 3 points.
Yeah.
3 points I love.
I like it a lot, to be honest with you. No, I'm very excited about it.
But that is a scary one. There's no denying.
No, it is very scary, but I like it because, again, mainly, I want my good buddy C.J. Hurd to actually feel happy about life for a minute. I mean, heck, I don't know if they're going to win, to be honest with you, but...
You got 3.5 points to play with.
I like that. I could see, actually, if Wisconsin did win, then winning by a field goal. Do you know what I'm saying? I could win by that hook.
Yeah. And by the way, speaking of the worst beats in America, okay, last night, if you had Houston plus 5, I feel bad for you.
Dude, you would have cried.
I'm very sorry for you.
Why can't you tackle the kid?
Because all they had to do was tackle him.
Tackle the kid,
kick the field goal, and you get your win.
Tackle the kid, man.
That's all they had to do.
Tackle the kid, bro.
And all they did.
They did.
I'm just going to whisper the rest of the show.
Man, for real, though, but to yell, I want to ask you, this is something we should whisper about. LSU and Vanderbilt. I don't know if I want to tell a lot of people about this. This thing's 23.5. This thing could be 26 by kickoff. LSU, I am so sorry. I don't know why people haven't. Is it Joe Burrow's
conference game, man? But no, it's Joe Burrow. It's Joe Burrow themselves. That's the only reason they have the 23.
Vanderbilt will not score on LSU. LSU's new offense will drop 35. This will be a loss to a cover. I think this is one of the best.
This is your easiest play of the week.
This is one of my larger favorites because I'm not a big favorites guy, by the way. I like underdogs. I like games that are closer. When I see a line this big, usually I run from. But when I see a line like this, and I honestly thought it was going to be 27, because I think it's realistically at least a 4-touchdown favorite. This LSU team. I love Joe Burrows. I have told you about my man. I've told you about everything that's going on, from what they've taken from the Saints, what Ensminger is, adopted. Just telling you, man, they've got this team when they walk off the bus. People for years have always said they're the best looking team ever, but they have the worst quarterback. Now they're the best looking team ever, and they have a quarterback.
So my favorite pick of the week, okay, and it's pretty simple. Michigan State is visiting Northwestern, and they are favored by 9 points, 9.5 to be exact. I don't see these teams scoring 9 points.
Wow.
These are two incredible defensive teams. Michigan State has shown how bad they are offensively. You saw them against Arizona State last week, 10-7 loss. I don't think Arizona State's a world beater, and I think Northwestern absolutely preys on their Big Ten schedule every year.
That.
They won the Big Ten West last year, even though they were about 8-5. So I'm telling you, Northwestern will definitely be able to cover this 9 points.
I kind of like that one, man. I not kind of. I think that Michigan State minus 9.5 would be a stupid play.
Absolutely, they can't score.
I'm with you, by the way. And by the way, D'Antoni right now, Mark is 3-0 on the road right now as a favorite. But again, not with this team, baby.
You're on the road at Northwestern. Northwestern has some juice at home, and they're
Mm-hmm.
playing the Big Ten schedule. They've always had juice in that Big Ten schedule. They know what to expect.
I'm holding a picture of my next favorite guy, my next favorite bet. And you're going to sit there and probably be very shocked that this is one of my favorite games. Because a lot of people probably don't know much about this team. Utah State. There's a quarterback named Jordan Love.
He's a stud.
When I say he is a stud, it is an understatement and a half. They are playing San Diego State. They are a 4-point favorite, man. A 4-point favorite. Utah State is 12-3 against the number since 2018. They go to 13-3 against the number. Put your money on Utah State and Jordan Love. I'm telling you, you are going to be screaming, Jordan Love, Jordan Love, Jordan Love. He's number 10, and just you can spell love with 10.
No worry with a conference game there.
No,
First
not
conference
at
game
all.
for both teams.
I think Jordan Love comes out, balls out like nobody's business. I think this is going to be one of the easiest.
I
wins of the
do. I
weekend.
will say this. I think that San Diego State team is more depleted than they've been in years.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Utah State team with Jordan Love
It's the best team they've had in a while.
Offensively, it's the best team they've had in a while.
It is beautiful. What else you got,
I
man?
have a very nice SEC play. here.
Ooh.
You have Mizzou and South Carolina. Now, South Carolina scored some points against Bama. Ryan Helinski has looked really good.
I kind of like it.
To this point. And I think South Carolina will make sure Mizzou does not win by 9 points. Mizzou is favored by 9. I think Mizzou's secondary is depleted. I think their defense is bad. I think South Carolina has a big enough O-line to take advantage of the run game as well as the pass game. So I think there is no doubt that South Carolina plus 9 is a great play.
I feel bad about the one I'm about to pick next, and I think you're going to love it, but I kind of feel bad because I like Brian Shaw. I like him. Stanford, let's just be real, they suck. I mean, they are slow. They don't have a defense. If you think KJ Costello is going to do to them, and Central Florida ran all up and down their face. And by the way, I would like to remind people, I have already picked Central Florida against Pittsburgh. I've already told you Central Florida has the biggest chip on their shoulder. They will go in there to break Pittsburgh's back. So, yes, I love Central Florida again this week. But what game was I just talking about? Oh, yeah, Oregon. Let me tell you a little secret. Since they lost to Auburn, they have been going in the right direction. Since Stanford started the season, they've been going in the wrong direction. I'm telling you right now, if you can get this game at where it's at, Oregon is right now only a 10.5-point favorite. Holy cow. By the hook just to be safe. But I'm telling you, Oregon, 4 touchdowns. 28, dude, 28 should be easy. Like Justin Herbert, against Stanford's sorry secondary. He should stand in that pocket all day. Their defensive front at Stanford is not like what we used to see.
Here's where I would say that this game is almost a lock. Stanford's defense isn't there. And Oregon's defense is way better than people give it credit for. And I think those two mix, and Oregon can score points. That's never been a question. And Stanford has been probably one of the worst. I mean, it's a surprise, but one of the worst, big-time teams in the Pac-12. And it's been disappointing so far this year. Now,
you want to hear the weirdest thing I'm about to tell you that I just saw before you go? Where were you about to go?
No, you tell me. What you got?
I got a number that's got me messed up. We were listening to Lee Sterling talk earlier about that Auburn A&M game. I just can't get over it. Auburn plus 3.5 at A&M. I'm thinking about this, and then I look at this and I see this. Did you know Auburn is 3-0 in College Station, while Texas A&M is 3-1 when they're in Auburn? Isn't that weird?
Yeah, home field advantage means absolutely nothing.
Not in this one, but I can't figure, Tigers can win low-scoring games and everything, but does Bo Nix not scare anybody else? I know
when he gets in a groove, he looks great, but half the time, I'm telling you, when he starts games, he looks shaky to me, unless he's playing a bad opponent. Now, Texas A&M, I don't think they're as strong defensively as people think they are. Last year, they lost a couple interior linemen on their defensive line that were pretty good. But we'll see.
That makes me crazy. It just drives me crazy. By the way, before I give my next pick, I wanted to give you the most important pick of the day, and that's the pick. If you need to get up on top of that peak, life is nothing but peaks and valleys. I'm always trying to help you to get back on top of those peaks. I'm giving you nothing but wins. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. And this segment's been brought to you by 901-406-1101. Nobody can help you better get out of that valley and back on top of that peak than my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Any house, any area, as is. Simple as that. You can be in Southwind, South Memphis, North Mississippi, downtown, Collierville, Midtown, anywhere you want to be, any house, any size, as is. Simple as that. All you have to do is have a phone and know this number. Write it down or sing it with me. 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. If you want to win and you want to win big, hit my buddy Bill up at I Buy Them Houses, baby. Now, this is crucial. And this is one of the easiest games of the day. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to play. I've talked about him all stinking day. I said Mason Rudolph. He's going to come back from Oklahoma State. And he's going to get to play the 5 quarterbacks that went before him. But guess what? He don't play for Oklahoma State no more. He's playing for Pittsburgh. Sorry. Rest in peace, T-Boone. R.I.P., bro. R.I.P. Let me tell you a little something, though. Texas is about to RIP Oklahoma State's face. That mullet, I think it needs to be cut off right after the game. And I think Texas, Tom Herman's going to go over there right after the game, take a pair of shears, and cut that man's hair. Because it's going to be embarrassing how bad he cuts up on Oklahoma State. This team doesn't even have a chance. I'm telling you as it is. Texas rolls them so big it is not even funny. In fact, I'm calling it my favorite game. My very, very favorite game of the day. Do you know what the current line is, Mr. Gabe Kuhn?
I believe 6.5.
Ooh, I got it at 5, so I feel even extra special.
Okay.
Yeah. No. I mean, I actually got it yesterday at 5. I
good,
got it.
yeah.
I feel even better. So it's going to 6.5. Wowzers. Man, people were listening to me. I know I didn't move it that much. But anyway, honestly, I think Texas is so much better. They play offense and defense, where Oklahoma State only plays offense and they have no defense. Texas rolls them in anger. They roll them in speed. They roll them in size. They roll them in talent. And Tom Herman, he says, let me tell you who's a real coach in this conference. And it might be Lincoln Riley, but behind him, it ain't you, mullet man. It's me, baby. Texas is back. Hook 'em horns up. Let's cash them in. We'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail on Sports 56, 96.1, and of course, 87.7 FM.
Start your day with the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hertz. Right here on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
Welcome to Sherwin-Williams.
Hi there. I heard paints are 40% off.
Yep, and stains too.
Right here.
Mm-hmm. Only at your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store.
Right now.
Well, September 20th through 23rd.
Right on.
Right? Ask Sherwin-Williams, September 20th through 23rd, and save 40% on paints and stains, with sale prices starting at $23.09. Only at your local Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
At Jason's Deli, you can stuff yourself full of great deli food that's healthy, fresh, and best of all, it's not expensive. Jason's Deli is all about choice. Whether you're looking for a gluten-free menu, vegetarian sandwiches, healthy kids meals, or if you'd like to invent your sandwich via the build your own selections, Jason's Deli has you covered. And they only use fresh, wholesome ingredients. Choose from the club and specialty sandwiches, paninis, wraps, soups, salads, pastas, and much more. I love the cleanliness in the restaurant, the hospitality, and of course the cost. They have a huge salad bar and great soups, including Southwest chicken chili, fire roasted tortilla, organic vegetable, tomato basil, and many, many more. And if you're planning an event, their catering department is fantastic and can handle any size party. Go check out Jason's Deli's 4 locations. On Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, that's my favorite, on Germantown Parkway in Cordova, at Poplar and Highland, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch.
Hi folks, Rob Walker, Infinity of Memphis, and we've got a new Infinity crossover vehicle that has raised the standard of comparison to a new level. Imagine having both sports car performance and eco-friendly efficiency on demand, working together to empower every driving experience. The result of 20 years of engineering, QX50's award-winning variable compression turbo engine is the world's only engine of its kind. Like 2 engines in one, it delivers a combination of power and efficiency that is truly in a category all its own, and only Infinity has it. You'll never sacrifice performance for the sake of efficiency again. And the new QX50 offers more horsepower than its Audi, Lexus, and Mercedes competitors. Add to that QX50's award-winning sumptuous interior, and you have the best combination of performance and comfort in the midsize crossover segment.
Infinity of Memphis, and online at infinityofmemphis.com.
Today, business happens here, and virtually anywhere. Because today, innovative companies are reinventing the way business happens. And they need people who can keep up, with the expertise and technology to get packages to over 150 million delivery points. So, who can help you deliver the future of commerce? The United States Postal Service. See why we deliver more e-commerce packages to homes than anyone at USPS.com/future.
Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
I'm gonna have a woolly mammoth one day. I know y'all don't believe me, but you watch. I'm gonna be like chilling. I'm gonna be riding to work on my big woolly mammoth. And y'all gonna be like, dude, Hardin was never joking. And when I get the 4-year marriage license in and become president of the United States, y'all are gonna be like, dude,
I will be in a different country.
how did he do this? What are you talking about, man? I'm gonna go like Australia and legalize weed and pay all my teachers, firefighters, and police officers a whole lot more money. We're gonna have new roads, the best education, the best police officers, and the best firefighters
Something
ever.
tells me you're behind on your political career. Right? If you want to be the president, you're a little bit behind.
What are you talking about, man? I'm a youngster. I'm in my 40s. I'm good, buddy.
Have you held office anywhere?
Dude, I don't need to hold office, homie. I am
I
on
know
the
what I'm
radio
talking
every
about.
day. I just know what I'm doing. Remember, I talk to the people, okay? And that's what I'm. Hey, if I'm going to office, I'm going to be there for the people, and that's what you're supposed to be there. Speaking of being there for the people, I've been dropping all that knowledge on you, and guess what? I want to make sure I do one more thing. I did tell you how much I love Central Florida this week. I want to remind y'all they are 3-0 against the spread. Pitt's coming off the toughest loss to Penn State of their year. I think Pat Narduzzi has lost his team. When you kick a field goal in the final 5 minutes of a game, down by 17-10, and then you miss the field goal and you don't get the ball back, let me tell you what happens. Your team has now given up on you, sir, and there is nobody that wears a chip on their shoulder like the UCF Knights. Is there anybody that has a bigger chip outside of the Power 5 than UCF?
And in every Power 5 team they play, it seems like they try to take it out.
They try to take it out on like nobody's business. And I'm telling
That's
you.
11 points, though. I will say
That's
this.
11.
Pitt, I will say this. Pitt, defensively, as a ball club, they're pretty good.
Dylan Gabriel, in my opinion, and I am not joking, is the 4th best quarterback in the United States right now in college. I will go up there with Tua, Jake Fromm, and my man, of course, Sunshine over at Clemson, and Dylan Gabriel as number 4. I am not joking. And yes, I know Justin's up there, but yeah, I got him at number 5, homie. I got Dylan that high. And no, I'm not high yet. It's only 249, homie. We still got picks, baby.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
That's a good point. I like this guy. I love him. By the way, I think we're
Austin
gonna get to
just
hear
popped
a little
up
bit
out of
Austin.
nowhere, man.
We're going to get to hear a little Austin, I think, this afternoon, man. I can't wait. I've been laughing all week, by the way. I do have to say
Question,
a little sidebar.
real quick. Okay, sidebar.
I've
Go
never
ahead.
had more fun on Twitter than I've had this week with Austin on air 56. It's at Austin on air 56. I have been tripping out all week with the Eli
Poking
stuff.
the bear.
I can't help myself. I love poking, and I have been poking all week long, and I have been having so much fun. But now it is time to get some of these picks, and I got to say, we have dropped a ton of college knowledge all over your face. Now it's time to talk a little NFL, and I'm just kind of curious, Gabe, do you have any NFL love? Because there are some very, very tough games, and there's some very interesting games. Again, the fact that
My
we get
pick
to
was
see
yesterday. I picked the
Lamar
Jags.
against Patrick Mahomes. Ooh, yeah, your pick was yesterday. That was a really good one.
Lucky, whatever you want to say.
I'm so not happy about that one still. You know that, right? Now, with all the things that we have seen, and we've already seen a team that was a 1.5 point favorite on the road not cover, so the home dog has come in. We got a home team that's a dog. We got a couple home teams that are dogs this week. You also have a couple home teams that are favored and really big. I've already told you about the $89,000 parlay on New England and Dallas. New England is now 23-point favorite over the Jets. Dallas is a 21.5 point favorite over the Dolphins. You heard that correct. If you parlayed $89,000 on the money line for New England and Dallas, you will only win $4,500. I'm just curious. Would y'all take that risk if you had that kind of loot?
The return's not what I would want. No. Personally.
I'm going to tell you right now, ain't no way in, you know what, am I going to do it? But I will tell you there are some games that I will lay a little bit of something on, and there's one that I'm going to tell you right now. Driving Miss Daisy, Gina Davis, she ain't playing for Carolina. I'm telling you right now, you're going to laugh when I say this. Kyler Murray, Cliff Kingsbury, first W. And then guess what? Cam Newton's going to be wearing his high heels and his, my ascot wears an ascot. He'll be wearing that on the sideline looking just like Gina Davis. And I can't wait for it. Snooze, snaps, and a twist, baby. I am picking right now the first win for Kyler Murray. Oh, yeah, you got to like it. Carolina's going down. How much you love me? You going to love me a lot the other day. Now, I'm going to also tell you this. Jimmy G, people, y'all don't even believe in this guy, and I hate to say it. The Steelers are a 6.5 point dog. They're getting 6.5. They're begging you to take Pittsburgh. San Francisco is the real deal. How real is San Francisco? I'm going to tell you. Jimmy Garoppolo, he is now leading the league the league, not just a couple teams. He is leading the entire league in QBR. You heard that correct. The entire league in QBR. I said it, Jimmy G. You want to hear what it is? It is, it's just disgusting. It's 131. Jared Goff, by the way, is 112.6. Josh Allen, 101.1. I'm saying these guys are doing good. But Jimmy Garoppolo is not even just leading the league in QBR. He's also leading the league in yards per attempt at 11.9 per pass. That's ahead of Patrick Mahomes. That's ahead of Jared Goff. That's ahead of everybody. And I would like to remind you this. 8-2 as a starter for the 49ers. 8-2 as a starter for the 49ers. He took over a team that hadn't won a game in so long. He's 2-0 on the road. He beat the brakes off the Bengals. He gets to go home, and I'm going to tell you right now, Jimmy G and the 49ers are about to unleash a world of whoop-you-know-what. And I got to say this. Sorry, Mason Rudolph, you going to get choked out this weekend. And Mike Tomlin, you might be on a hot seat, homie, because I have a feeling the Steelers are going to be 0-3 and the 49ers 3-0. 49ers win this game by 14. Easy peasy. Oh, my goodness. How easy? We'll see. But I would also like to remind you, there's another game out there that's just basically as easy as they come. Do y'all believe in Teddy Bridgewater or this Taysom Hill might start BS? Oh, we're preparing for 2 quarterbacks. Please stop it. Seattle's going to flex their muscles. The Saints can't get going in the right direction. Russell Wilson is the highest paid quarterback for a reason, and he's going to make you rich by cashing in that ticket because the Seahawks will win by 10. They're only favored by 4. You're going to love me. 49ers, Seahawks, 2 West Coast teams. Love me all day long. Whatever you do, though, don't you dare touch that dial. Looks like Austin Eldridge is coming up next. He's filling in for one of Dave Woloshin or Brett Norsworthy, but I do know Sports Time's coming to drive you from 3 to 6. We got high school action. We got Ole Miss and Vandy on the weekend. We got NFL. Whatever you do, keep it locked to 56, 96.1 and 87.7 FM, but whatever you do, get out there and make this world a better place. I'll see you on the flip side. Peace!